Hey guys, what's up? It's Marlon Mirando from the Marlon Mirando YouTube channel, and thank you for joining in. So today I was watching this podcast by Jay Shetty, and he has brought in a sugar expert. So she was talking about how sugary stuff can affect your mindset, your skin, anxiety, and among other things. So I'm still on 25 minutes. I haven't completed it yet, but I thought I should be talking about what you should be eating and what you should be avoiding. So today's topic is about your diet, and let's get into it. So yeah, hopefully it'll be interesting. So guys, see, I'm not into you should go on a diet and you should do this, do that. I'm not a person who thinks and believes in diets, right? There are things in the internet about dieting and so on, but I don't recommend. So it's simple facts, right? So if you're cutting or losing weight, what you should do is burn calories more than what you have, and if you're gaining, what you have to do is you have to gain more calories than you're burning. So that's a simple fact about dieting and all sorts of things, right? But there are things in the internet where it says like cut down carbs, cut down protein, cut down this, cut down that, and I think when you're going on a fasting, that's a different story. But dieting, like don't eat this, don't eat that, is I don't recommend, right? So basically, if you're gaining more carbs, I don't recommend you like eating junk food like chips, burgers, and whatever. It's okay to eat it here and there, maybe on a Friday, maybe on a Saturday when you go out, when you're meeting friends. But eating it every day to gain calories, I don't think it's recommended, because you have to have a healthy living as well while you're gaining carbs, as well as when you're cutting down. I think you should be having good meals, less calories, but then again you should be healthy, right? If you feel like your body is not letting you do this, I think you should definitely put an end to it and think about it more. So as Sri Lankans, we intend to eat a lot of carbs, right? I think we eat rice a lot, and actually in the podcast also it says like carbs turn into sugar, right? Which is true, but it doesn't mean that you have to reduce carbs entirely from what you eat. As Sri Lankans, I think we are used to eating carbs, because here you can see the paddy field right here, and we love rice, right? But the thing, I'm not saying to cut down carbs like that. What I'm saying is, like, carbs, people intend to eat like a mountain load of carbs, like rice, right? Everything should be a balance. Your life, the food that you take inside your body, it should be a balance. Okay, so basically what I mean is, you have to have carbs, you have to have vegetables, you have to have proteins, all those fibers, everything should be a blend, right? Not a big load of carbs like throughout the day, and not a big load of protein throughout the day. So everything should be a balance, because everything combines for your growth or in order to cut as well. So yeah, don't eat a load of carbs, rice, just balance it. Also, I remember that the expert in the podcast, she says like eat vegetables before you load carbs. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, you can try it and see how it works, because it says sugar, it mix up with your energy as well. So whenever you're having carbs, protein, and like all those stuff, first start with the vegetables. So I mean, you can try that and see. I don't know how it will work. See, when you know that I kind of skip my breakfast, not entirely, but about an hour I do my workout, like, you know, meditation, stretching, and you know, movements of your hand, your legs, and then you know, I do some jumping jacks. So I take my heart rate to a certain level early in the morning. I do a run as well, like short distance jogging, and then I, like, you know, sprint for about 100 meters, 200 meters, and then jog again and then again. So my heart rate is up, and as soon as I come home, there I eat like dates, where it's sugar, but you know, I eat those, and then I eat like something like bananas, or you know, fruits. So basically it does generate sugar, but I think it's okay because I have already burned, and I kind of need sugar in the morning to, you know, make my glucose level go a bit up. So yeah, right guys. So some people think, like, you know, in order to build muscle, you only should have protein and cut down carbs, right? Which I believe it's wrong. I don't know if this is what I think. This is if I'm wrong, just you know, drop a comment. But having a lot of protein, I think it'll backfire as well, right? Because you know, it's going to stress your kidneys, and I think your digestive system also, it's going to affect, you know, like bloating and stuff like that. So, you know, too much protein is also not that great, and especially if you're not, like, you know, if you're not active, I think you know, the protein is just gonna be fat. So, you know, you're gonna get more fat. So fat in the sense, you know, not like that, but you know, more, yeah, that also, but fat is gonna go, you know, it's gonna turn into fat. So a lot of protein is also kind of bad. Also guys, a very important thing that you should take a note of is food allergies, right? So food allergies, I don't say, you know, when you have nuts or when you're having milk or something like that. Like, you know, some people have like symptoms where you can see, like, for example, if you have some nuts and if you're allergic, you know, your tongue will get swollen, your cheeks will get swollen, you know, neck, and you might get rashes, like red rashes. So these are symptoms that you can see, right? And then, you know, okay, this is bad for you, right? But even, you know, when you're having lactose intolerant, it's like, you know, you'll have diarrhea, constant diarrhea. So these stuff are known, right? But there are things where sometimes, you know, these allergies are hidden, but you might not know. In your daily food consumption, these allergies might be there, right? So before you go for a diet, or if you're maybe thinking of improving your weight, you know, it's best to do like a test, like allergy test, and see. I think in Sri Lanka it might be a bit expensive, but it's good to know what you're consuming, right? What allergies are, for what reacts your body to, you know, so that, you know, then you can just skip these allergies. But saying that, I don't know if allergies can be prevented as well, like prevented as in, like, you might be able to take a small quantity and make it big. Then the allergy can, you know, not give you the same results, what, you know, when you're doing. What I mean is, like, you know, say if you're allergic for beef, if you get swollen or whatever, you can try to eat a small bit and see how it'll react, and then gradually increase. But some, you know, some, when they have beef, it's it gets affected. So then you know that you're dead allergic to it. But yeah, do a allergy test and see, before you go into a diet. All right, guys, so let me know what you think, and yeah, please cut down sugar. If you have a loved one who's addicted to sugar, tell them, show this video, tell them, this is how it should be done, and watch the Jay Shetty thing on sugar. It's very important. If you know someone who's addicted, please share that link, which I will link it down. So yeah, guys, sugar is not that great. Have a bit, especially during morning hours. I think it's good. So watch that, and yeah, so drop a comment, like it, subscribe me, and yeah, if there's anything, as always, let me know, and I'm more than happy to talk. Cheers, guys.